My name is Ariane Braillard. Born at the onset of World War II in Geneva, from Swiss parents with Protestant, Catholic, French and Flemish blood, I could never depart from that multifaceted identity, even though this mixture sounds hardly exotic by today's standards. With its unique intellectual heritage, the Red Cross, the Prisoners of War conventions, the High Commissioners for Refugees, and so on, this city fostered my concerns for the enforcement of human rights of all kinds. In Geneva, where I was operating the offices of a private art dealer, I actively also engaged for many years in the defense of prisoners of consciousness behind the Iron Curtain, diagnosed as lunatics by psychiatrists covering up for their political dissent. Later, in New York, after volunteering as a curator for the Swiss Institute, I was promoted the head of that small flagship of Swiss culture in the New World. And that was for me the beginning of an enduring adventure with the visual arts especially. Finally, settling down in London for personal reasons in the early 90s, I received there a comprehensive training in fine arts. This collaterally enabled me to serve for approximately 25 years as a trustee of the Swiss Cultural in Britain. I have been and still am engaged via a family's foundation based in Geneva, the Braillard Foundation, in the training of a new type of urbanists dedicated to devising resilient cities in face of the climatic changes. London has encouraged my open-mindedness, my desire to dialogue and to celebrate ethnic diversities. I attempt to behave responsibly towards my host country by supporting charities committed to the climatic transition, to education of unprivileged children, and the promotion of free thinking. What do I bring back from Switzerland to my host country? A plant-based spread called Cenovis. What do I bring from the UK to Switzerland? A catalogue of the Tate Modern last show. The curiosities I would recommend to check on in Switzerland would be the Museum of Protestant Reformation and the CERN in Geneva, and the Rietberg Museum of Non-European Art in Zurich. In Kensington, where I currently live, I would recommend the visit of the Lytton House.